So I'm here on the second building that I believe was renovated. Now, on closer inspection, I'm looking at the building closer. Now, it seems like some things were done and some things may have not been done. And let me explain. So, you can see a light. The original light is still there. I assume that, again, is an emergency light or something. This, again, I'm not going to go all the way down, but another light there with the original, looks like the original light. And it goes all the way down, and every single one has a light. Now, it's pretty light in here during the nighttime, comparatively, because each one, you can see, like I said, there's lights all the way down. Of course, like you can see one like right here, and one over there. Those are all, okay, maybe not that second one, but it's every pot light, every second, like every wall here, like this extra framed wall. And so every one of these pieces of frames that come off the main roof is a light. Now, most of the places don't even have that, but as you can see in previous ones that I showed you, those wall lights, the sconces, are gone. Now, they just basically covered the hole with these, the door numbers. They didn't even fill it in, but it looks like they might have patched there, but again, that could just been a weird thing in the wall. There as well. And now, if you look at this door, it still looks kind of, maybe it's just from the time since they renovated. Now, I'm looking at certain things, for example, actually, this looks like some kind of water damage. Ooh, Jesus. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what that is, but I just spoke like, okay, that's kind of, sorry, I have a cigar in my mouth. It looks like it was just bubbled up from wet. It might have had a leak somewhere. You can see the water damage. Now, another thing that I want to mention is this. Another thing I want to mention is, and the reason why I think the only thing that they renovated were the rooms specifically, and other than taking out the lights from the walls on this specific floor. And I'll tell you something, I'll come back out here. In the previous videos that you'll see, each floor typically, and you saw just a moment ago how they filled in the holes. Basically, they didn't fill them in, they just put the signs on there for the door numbers. Now, you can kind of see the exterior of the building, first of all, before I get into the light situation, is a little bit rough, like splashes, kind of dirty white spots, so like water stains, basically. So they didn't really do the exterior per se. Again, you can see it on the actual walls and the posts coming from where your deck would be. It's staining across the whole thing. So basically what you see there with the stains on top, right there, across the walls, same thing across basically the most of the building. Not so bad up there, a little bit. Like you can see up there in the corner there, right there's some staining from water or something. It looks actually kind of rusty. Might be metal up there. Now up top there, getting back to the lighting. Now up there, you can't really see it. Now, there is a light like right there, that little white spot there. That's a light, like I showed you in the other video. And well, not the other video, the one just before this, which I'll be putting together when I edit it together. I should have just made it one video, but I didn't want a friggin' 4-minute video, so it's going to be a long one anyway. But if you, in between there, in fact, you might even be able to see it like right there, is still a sconce. that second floor still has sconces. Even though it looks like the top floor is clean on the roof, the ceiling, they still have sconces. Now, it doesn't look like they were 100%. Yeah, because even the third floor, there's still sconces on the ceiling. And the reason why I'm kind of standing here is because I'm kind of telling you, obviously, that it looks like they renovated, but I think it's just the inside of the rooms mostly, and the main floor sconces they got rid of, which kind of makes it really weird that they didn't get rid of the rest of the sconces. I mean, it would have literally taken them. A good electrician, even in Cuba, probably could do it in a full day. All the lights, minus the roof, obviously, which is kind of weird. I found that really weird how they didn't do all the sconces, but they did the floor sconce here on the main floor. I mean, not the floor. The main floor sconces are done, covered. Maybe they're still going to do that in the process because that's an easy thing done. The major renovations, like I said, to the rooms around the corner there. Let me actually kind of come to the front. I think if all they were planning on doing was doing the rooms themselves specifically, doors and other things that they were doing, very basic stuff to make it look like nicer. Maybe if there's anything that they need to repair on the inside that wasn't doors and other things, then maybe they were going to do like some light painting on the inside of the room. Now again, I don't know 100% what they did, obviously, but actually if you look at this, the door looks kind of newer. Not super nice, very basic, somewhat nice, but not that nice, just average. So you can even see on this one here. Let me see on this one. Yeah, it looks all right. I mean, it just looks like an average door, average slide door for a patio. So clearly they did some renovations, but it was like very, 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 very basic. Maybe replaces in the toilets as well, on top of like doors and such, and maybe some light painting on the inside. That's my guess. Again, I'm not in that building, so I don't know. But I do see on the other building, there's actually some doors and such, items like that kind of sitting against the walls. So clearly they've done some light maintenance on the room specifically, and the main floor with again, I'm just going to go for a walk here and talk. Main floor lights, the sconces specifically are gone. I don't know if they're going to be replacing the other lights, or at least removing them, like the first floor. So who knows, maybe in the future, if I ever do decide to come back here, maybe we'll see. So, all right, awesome. Now I'm going to take a look at this other renovated place and see what I see